How's it going, everybody? Too Spooky here. It's been quite a while since our last Naruto-related fact video, and with the recent release of their very own one-shot, I figured it was about time we count down 10 facts about Minato Namikaze, the Fourth Hokage. Be aware of spoilers and my awful pronunciation, but otherwise we're just going to jump right into it. Number 1. To start us off, Minato wasn't originally supposed to be Naruto's father. At least, not at first. When it came to the original Naruto one-shot, Naruto's father was actually the nine-tailed fox itself. So when transitioning over to a full-on serialization, Kishimoto was unsure of who exactly Naruto's father would be, since he was now a Jinchuriki for the nine-tailed fox rather than its literal child. It's a bit of a running meme at this point that Kishimoto had no clue what was going on for the first couple arcs of the series and was just making everything up. But according to him, Minato would officially be conceived as Naruto's father by around chapter 16, with the cover page featuring Kakashi's original squad from his youth. However, Minato still didn't even have a name at this time. The only two things Kishimoto knew for sure was that this man was indeed Naruto's father and Kakashi's former teacher. But there was still one key factor missing to his character. That being that Minato wasn't originally the Fourth Hokage when Kishimoto created his character here, and instead, that title belonged to a completely different character. The original design for the Fourth Hokage can be seen in the data books, looking like a bit of a meth head. But this original design was also reflected with the original look of the Hokage monument in the early chapters. An additional fun fact would be that the third Hokage was actually supposed to be a Ninken or ninja dog, but Kishimoto's editor at the time convinced him to change it, probably for the better. It's unknown at exactly what point Kishimoto decided Minato was also the Fourth Hokage, although it was officially confirmed around chapter 94 with Minato's portrait. But this original concept would also open up a couple well-discussed plot holes that we'll talk about later. Number 2. Minato's birthday was January 25th, and he was 24 years old when he died. Being 5'9" or 179.2 centimeters in height, and weighing 145 pounds or 66.1 kilograms at the time of his death. Additionally, Minato's blood type was B, the same type as Kushina and Naruto's. Number 3. According to Jiraiya, Minato sealed half of the nine-tailed fox within Naruto in hopes that he would one day learn a specific technique. However, the technique in question was never specifically elaborated upon. This has led to numerous pieces of speculation, as it could be as simple as wanting Naruto to eventually learn the Rasengan, but it seems like the popular assumption is that Minato was hoping Naruto would be the first to learn the Tailed Beast Bomb on his own, as the Rasengan itself was based on the Tailed Beast Bomb, and maybe he assumed that with Kurama's help, Naruto would be able to achieve that which Minato himself never could. Let me know what you guys think the technique in question was in the comments below. I'm curious what you think. Number 4. In the OVA anime episode, Hidden Leaf Village Grand Sports Festival, there's a scene where you can actually see Naruto run past Minato as a bit of an Easter egg. Which is notable, because at the time of this episode's release, Minato was still virtually unknown outside of just being the Fourth Hokage. And Naruto literally walking past his dead father without he or anybody else noticing is just really funny and very sad to me. Number 5. According to the databook, Minato wished to fight Jiraiya the most. His hobby was reading, Jiraiya's novels being his favorite. His favorite phrase was, "The fire's shadow illuminates the village." And last but not least, his favorite food was Kushina's homemade cooking. Number 6. Minato was noted to be ambidextrous. However, one small detail is that he might very well be dominant with his left hand, as we saw through his use of the summoning jutsu that he used his left hand to perform it, which means that at the very least he signed the summoning contract with his left hand, insinuating he uses his left hand to write if nothing else. Number 7. Minato has been an immensely popular character even before they were officially named. In fact, most of the popularity polls that he placed in were from part 1 before Minato ever debuted, even in flashbacks. Starting with the second popularity poll, he came in 12th place with 402 votes. In the fourth poll, he placed 20th with 529 votes. In the fifth poll, he placed 22nd with 345 votes. In the sixth poll, he placed 9th with 1,458 votes. In the seventh poll, he placed 7th with 3,477 votes. And now with the most recent worldwide poll, he took first place with a whopping 792,257 votes, which prompted Minato to get his own special one-shot, which recently debuted on July 16th. Number 8. With the release of the Minato one-shot, a long-standing theory was put to rest. However, it also brings attention to multiple plot holes regarding the early part of the series. The theory that was put to rest was in regards to Minato's squadmate, as initially, throughout the entire run of Naruto, we saw a single flashback picture of Jiraiya's old squad with Minato as his student, along with 2 others. These 2 other squadmates were never named or ever featured in the series, leaving their fate completely unknown. This led to the popular theory that one of Minato's squadmates was actually Teuchi, better known as the Ramen Guy. As the theory went, it was speculated that Teuchi was extra friendly to Naruto when the rest of the village shunned him, simply due to the fact that he was the son of his former squadmate. However, with the Minato one-shot coming out recently, we learned that the squadmate in question is actually named Dakai, officially putting this theory to rest. That said, Minato's other squadmate is still unnamed to this very day. Now, in regards to the plot holes with early Naruto, it mainly comes from the fact that so many people were fully aware of Minato, of course, being the Fourth Hokage and all. But in addition to that, new light was shed on Kushina's time as the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki, and how when she was fulfilling this role, the third Hokage had 2 Anbu guards following her at all times, additionally having a barrier present within the village that Kushina wasn't allowed to cross. Which brings up the question as to how Naruto was treated so differently as a Jinchuriki. I mean, it's understandable that some villagers would harbor prejudice against him, especially after the Nine-Tails attack, but it begs to question why the third Hokage didn't bother having anyone protect Naruto, or prevent him from leaving the village or some specific area just like Kushina. And on that note, multiple people knew that Minato was Naruto's father, and Kushina his mother for that matter. So why didn't anyone ever explain to Naruto who his parents were? Like, all it would take is one angry villager to mock him for being his mother's son. Like, oh dang you little rascal, you're just like your frickin' mother. But that never happened. Like we mentioned in the beginning of the video, the actual reason for these plot holes is because Kishimoto was just making shit up in the beginning of the series. So naturally, he didn't have it planned out that Jinchuriki were such a crucial power to the various villages in terms of war and peace agreements. But it still begs the question how people like Kakashi, Jiraiya, Tsunade, the third Hokage, or just other various villagers who would have known Minato and Kushina never considered letting this poor orphan child know who his parents were. It's honestly just really sad, and if I were Naruto, I would be very bitter towards these people. But yeah, while this new one-shot was incredible, I highly suggest you read it if you haven't already. It certainly doesn't make some of the earlier aspects of Naruto fit very well in the grand scheme of things. Number 9. While we know a great deal about the Uzumakis at this point, it should be noted that we still have yet to learn a single thing about the Namikaze family. Kishimoto allegedly kept his upbringing and extended family a mystery to show that Minato was a natural-born prodigy coming from some unknown, irrelevant family, or essentially coming from nothing, rather than a notable ninja family like the Hyuga or Uchiha for instance, truly showing that he was a one-of-a-kind genius. And finally, number 10. In addition to the last fact regarding Minato's genius, according to one of the Itachi light novels, Minato apparently had the highest test scores in Academy history, and another prodigy like him wouldn't come around again until Itachi themselves. Minato additionally had the record for the highest score in the written exam portion of the Chunin exams. However, Itachi would manage to get higher scores than Minato for the rest of the Chunin exams, breaking his previously set records. That said, while we already know about Itachi's genius, we were given a better look at just how impressive Minato really was during his recent one-shot, as Kurama mentioned that Minato was on the level of Hashirama himself, by how he augmented the telegram seal in his own style. And later on in that chapter, Jiraiya noticed that Minato had 2 swirling patterns within his hair, which apparently signifies someone as a genius. This genius no doubt contributed to Minato's ability to immediately go into Nine-Tails chakra mode without any resistance on the battlefield. And generally speaking, from what we do know about Minato, during the Third Great Ninja War there was a specific order to run away from him if he was spotted. His speed could match that or even surpass that of the Third Raikage, And while it's been stated that Minato basically single-handedly fought off 1,000 men, causing them to retreat, in reality, he instantly killed the 50 men that were present from this 1,000-man army, which caused the rest of them to retreat elsewhere when learning about their casualties. As one last final note, according to the databook, Minato completed 847 missions in total, 122 D rank, 147 C rank, 216 B rank, 323 A rank, and 39 S rank. But there you have it everybody, 10 facts about Minato Namikaze, the Fourth Hokage. If you enjoyed and maybe learned something new, be sure to drop a like. While you're at it, be sure to subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss the next Naruto related video. These character fact videos were always a lot of fun in the past, so if you want to see me cover more Naruto characters from time to time, be sure to comment which characters you'd like to see facts about next. All of my social media, including Twitter and Twitch, can be found in the description, and I wanted to give a big thank you to Bleach Shippu 5678 for editing this one for me. Be sure to give them all the love. I've got a lot of cool stuff on the way, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon with the next video. If things get